The completion of the construction of Mwatate Taveta Road, a section of the multinational Arusha Holili Taveta Mwatate Voi Road, is a key achievement the government has implemented in facilitating growth and development for the empowerment of the Kenyan Mwananchi, as well as facilitating trade between Kenya and the neighboring countries.
The project started in May 2018. The contract period is 3 years, that is 36 months. It's also required that this project achieves the aim of ensuring that the section which has been to gravel standard for many years between Voi and Taveta is upgraded to bitumen standard.
The road is jointly funded by the African Development Bank and by the government of Kenya at a cost of 8.4 billion shillings.
In Kenya, if we take the transport sector, in addition to this project, we have the Arusha Holili Taveta project, which is connecting these two, Kenya and Tanzania. We have the Isbania Kisi Ahero road, which again creates another linkage on the western side from Kenya to Tanzania. We are dualing the Mombasa Mariakani road, which is a major gateway out of Mombasa into the rest of the Eastern and Central Africa. We're doing the Nairobi Outer Ring Road, which again is going to be a major thoroughway, allowing traffic coming from Thika and the Muthaiga and Gigiri and all that area going to the airport, doesn't need to come to town anymore. Kenya has always been a strong partner of the African Development Bank. That is why we have selected Nairobi as the hub for the East Africa region. And since this hub has been opened, Kenya has served as a gateway to many of our activities throughout the region. Particularly in Kenya, we've had a very good, very robust relationship with the government of Kenya through our financing, through our advisory services, through our grants and other support that we provide them. We've been able to be a development partner, a trusted development partner to Kenya. And I think that has helped both of us go a long way and will see us go even further in the years to come.
The road has seen a major boost to trade and tourism in the region, and after 5 decades with no tarmac road in the region, the government of Kenya, through the Kenya National Highway Authority (KENHA), in 2013, embarked on the upgrading of the 90-kilometer Mwatate Taveta Road. His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, together with a former President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Jakaya Kikwete, jointly launched the construction of this new road corridor that connects Kenya and Tanzania at the Mwatate Holili border point in October 2014.
Barabara hii ni muhimu sana kwa wananchi wa Kenya na wananchi wa Tanzania. Sote tunanufaika nayo, lakini barabara hii ikikamilika, safari hiyo itakuwa fupi sana, itachukua muda usiozidi saa 2.5.
Sina shaka ya kwamba miradi hii yote ikitimizika, we will have the opportunity to create a great market, a great region that can compete effectively with other regions in the world. One singular market of over 200 million people. Wananchi wako tayari kufanya biashara. Watuhitaji sisi tu kama serikali tuweze kuwasaidia kwa kurahisisha njia zao za kufanya hiyo biashara.
In under 3 years, what was once a nightmare for drivers has been developed into an international truck road that is already positively impacting area residents, as well as providing an alternative passage between Kenya and Tanzania, thus promoting bilateral trade between these two neighboring countries.
This road is classified as A23, so it's an international trunk road linking us with Tanzania.
Taita Taveta County is home to over 250,000 people. Their major economic activities include tourism, farming, horticulture, mining, and trade. The construction of this road has significantly eased the movement of people and goods, especially agricultural produce, from Taveta and outlying areas, mainly on the Kenyan side, neighboring the Kilimanjaro Mountains, to regional markets both in Kenya and Tanzania.
Barabara imetusaidia katika njia nyingi. Tumeanza kuona hata magari ambayo yalikuwa ipiti hapa. Pia biashara imekuwa mzuri kwa sababu saa hii maintenance ya magari yetu nimekuwa iko chini. Magari hayaharibiki kwa sababu ya barabara haina potholes, iko sawa. Pia kule usafiri, kutembea, kwenda Taveta, kwenda Moshi, mambo imekuwa sawa kabisa.
The road passes through the Tsavo West National Park, the largest wildlife reserve in Kenya, and is also a gateway to Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. There are numerous community wildlife sanctuaries along this corridor, including Lumo and Taita, and many ranches that host additional wildlife and are major tourist attractions. Significant tourist sites along the corridor are the Sarova Taita Hills Game Lodge and the Sarova Salt Lake Game Lodge. The Sarova Salt Lake is especially synonymous with its beautiful cottage-like hotel rooms that offer a touch of the rich culture of the people of the coastal region. The adjacent Sarova Taita Game Lodge is a manifestation of class, luxury and serenity. Management of these hotels allowed the project, saying that the road has not only helped increase the number of tourists visiting the hotels, but also helped hoteliers in the region significantly reduce the cost of doing business.
The road, which goes all the way to Tanzania, northern Tanzania, is a big boost to tourism in this region. It's definitely going to be the game changer in terms of tourist visitation, and even corporates coming for team building and conferences. But surprising enough is guests coming from northern Tanzania, which is basically Moshi, Arusha. And now that the road runs all the way to Holili, connects with the Moshi road, most of the guests will come here, stay for 2 nights. I've also talked to the tour operators, and this has cut down their costs. And as we talk now, I'm just going to cross into Tanzania. We are trying to address the border issues and the security, so that now we have a free flow of guests coming from Tanzania to Kenya, to Mombasa and back. So it is because of the road that this is happening.
With a good road here, Kenya will actually benefit a lot. We should very easily see a lot of people in Tanzania, northern Tanzania, preferring the port of Mombasa to the port of Dar es Salaam. And also, even when they're on holiday, wanting to go to a holiday on a beach, you should be able to see them moving from Arusha through this road to the beach hotels in Mombasa.
As anticipated, the road has boosted development along the corridor, with various organizations having already pitched tents. While previously old dusty buildings dotted the area along the corridor, the face of Taita Taveta County is quickly changing, and now modern structures that include residential homes, hotels and other commercial facilities have come up. The multinational road has improved and supported economic development programs, deepened economic cooperation, and provided development stimuli for Taita Taveta County as a whole, fostered regional integration between Kenya and her neighbors, enhanced trans-boundary tourism, cross-border trade, and promoted competitiveness and economic support to the locals through the reduction of transportation costs.
We expect free movement of trade on these commodities from one country to another, and also for exports from Tanzania, from Burundi, from Rwanda. We are expecting goods to come through this road to Mombasa port.
Mineral explorations in Taita Taveta County will be key to the economic growth of the region and a means of generating revenue for the county and the national government. The newly constructed road has also improved access and safety in schools, health facilities, business centers, places of worship such as mosques and churches. The major works done on the road include the construction of the Taveta bypass, minor realignments to avoid railroad interfaces, construction of drainage systems, and 10 box culverts.
The reason to why we did the rearrangement is because we didn't want level crossing. As you know, level crossing can be very dangerous because sometimes vehicles can pass through without suspecting that there's a train that is actually cruising through, and that can cause major accident.
Due to the wildlife animals along the corridor, conservationists raised safety concerns, fearing that the road will affect local wildlife. To ensure their safety and avoid human-wildlife conflict, the Kenya National Highways Authority put in place various safety features, including 2 migratory corridors for wild animals, proper signages to show the animals crossing corridors, speed limits of 50 and 70 kilometers per hour during the day and night consecutively, and 4 elephant grids have also been constructed along the stretch of the road.
What happens is once the elephant gets to the elephant grid, that disturbance, because there are some rollers, once it stays on the rollers, it feels uncomfortable and therefore it doesn't get out of the park.
Parts of the road that are complete are well fitted with road furniture. Guardrails, edge markers are already erected, and the road marking for centerline also in place, as the road is already in use. Kenha, through the contractor, has also ensured several water pans were installed to ensure sustenance for the communities neighboring the road, as well as for domestic and other animals along the corridor. For sure, the construction of Mwatate Taveta Road corridor is set to achieve a major economic impact within the tighter Taveta County and beyond.
Barabara siku nyingi, nimeanza kuitumia miaka 32 iliyoisha. Kitambo tulikuwa tuachukua basi ya Tanzania inaitwa Leyland. Tunachukua masaa kama 12 njiani tokea Mombasa kwenda hivi. Lakini sasa tokea barabara itengezwe na raha, tunachukua masaa 5 ama 6 kutoka Mombasa kwenda Taveta ama kutoka Mombasa kuja hivi.
Sasa tunasikia tuko sehemu ya Kenya. Tunapata magazeti kwa wakati. We see big investments from local people and also from visitors who are coming to invest in Taveta.
Kwa ujumla kaji wa Mwatate hapo utafurahia. La pili pia mimi nafurahi pia kwa kazi yangu kupanuka. Na nauzia watu ndugu zangu jirani hapo Tanzania, wengi wanapitia barabara hii. Sio kama vile kitambo. Lakini sasa kumekuwa kazi imeimarika.
There's a lot of excitement because now people can access markets. You don't have to sell your farm produce here. You can sell to Congo where.
As per now, tunashukuru kwa sababu tunaenda service to service. Hatuendi garage vile kwa tunaenda mbeleni. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru sana kwa hii barabara.
I want to specifically mention and thank Kenha for the outstanding work they've done in collaborating with us, and I can say with full assurance that 100% of the proceeds has gone towards this project.
I would like to tell Kenyans that let's look at what the governments have done, the various governments, and give due credit where it is happening.